I chose Thailand because it was something unknown to me, unfamiliar. I had never been to Asia, and the opportunity to go with my best friend presented itself. So I took it. How many times, do we put ourselves in those kind of situations that just, it challenges everything we know, everything we thought to be universal. Being that outsider forced me to find connections on a much more simple and deeper level. Culture and tradition and values and language and all of those factors that make our identities unique gives us some semblance of meaning. We all share this innate understanding that there is something larger than us. Different perspectives of the same question, concept. I had my own kind of internal struggle. I experienced a lot of chest pain, and I was working out, a lot outside, and I lived in Bangkok. The air pollution obviously is pretty bad. And so I went to the doctor, and in broken English, through a translator, I discovered that I had a lung tumor on my right upper lung. And I'll never forget that feeling, your mind obviously goes into the worst place. That's something that we as humans are all guilty of. We all think the worst to prepare ourselves. And that moment, everything that I thought was important, a priority, no longer mattered. I had no control of this thing that life had thrown me, this curveball, this hand of cards, so to speak. The only thing that I was in control of was how I was going to react to that situation. Everything that I tried to do, every interaction that I had with people, I tried to find a deeper purpose. What is the point of me having this conversation? What is the point of me watching this? That's the kind of thinking that I had, that finality, that larger scope. I think because of that newfound consciousness and appreciation for things that I probably wouldn't have even thought twice about, it allowed me to have conversations with people, not speaking to them, but actually trying to understand them as a human being, with a family, with morals, with values, with all of these things that make us who we are. Being out of my own perspective and being aware that different was what I needed, different was what I wanted, because different allowed me to learn more about myself. There is no room for growth if we're always comfortable, if no one challenges us. If we think that we're right about everything, then how do we grow? When I came home, I had been taken out of that noise. Coming back to it, I was not only hypersensitive to it, I was no longer desensitized. And so I just noticed things, how overstimulated we are as consumers, how we need the immediate gratification now, how we don't have patience necessarily. Traffic can seem like the biggest thing. We get frustrated with technology, with lines, how long our food takes. Everything now is on a timer. We're always in a hurry to get to the next place, making plans. How can I invoke a change? How can I share this new perception that I have from this experience? Because I do understand that, not everyone can just go quit their jobs and go move to Thailand. It's really an attempt to just shake people out of this autopilot mode, re-establish that consciousness and connection that we can have with ourselves, with our planet, and most importantly with each other, by collecting and documenting these stories that really just surpass the individual. Those universal themes of grief, triumph over adversity, the individual versus society, man versus himself. Yes, we do see them and experience them in our own perspective, in our own environment, but it doesn't matter what language you speak, what culture you assimilate with, what belief system you have. We all have to experience those things at one point in our life. I think through seeing the connection we have in those shared experiences, we can change the mindset that different is what makes us human. It's what has allowed us to get this far. It's what has allowed humanity to evolve. Bringing that experience that I had that allowed me to change my own perspective and trying to share that, giving people who might not have the means or opportunity to put themselves in a situation that would challenge their own beliefs and give them, the similar experience I have. Taking a screenshot of what I see and putting it on a platform that hopefully could reach as many people and allow them to also have that understanding that we see the world as we are, not as it is. I think it all starts with one action, finding that connection, sharing that story, spreading that positivity. That's essentially what this Beatnik project is about.